A lot of what I do is mimic what insects do in their processes, or animals. And I believe when we pay attention to that more, we understand our own processes as human beings and our own place in the world more. So this morning out here, I found this cocoon. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what kind of butterfly or moth might come out of it, or caterpillar. But it's going through a period of transformation. And the process of our lives involves various periods of transformation where we go into cocoons and we shed an old skin and we form a new one. And then we do that many times during our lives, not just once. Because I'm a visual artist, the only way I know to explain these things is through my work. So in a recent series, I've been printing the patterns that ants make, which I call ant writing, on logs as the logs decay. It works best on cedar logs because those logs take longer to decay, and the ants make patterns under the bark and then they leave. And I've been printing these, filling them with graphite or gold and silver pigments because they look like writing. The reason I'm doing this is because I believe that's a secret writing that is equally as sensible, equally as intelligent, as sophisticated formally as anything I can make or that I could write. I have lots of ideas, I have lots of concepts, I write them. They are a pattern that goes like this. And then somehow that gets communicated to other human beings who understand the language I'm speaking. The word artist gets thrown around a lot with a lot of cultural associations as to what that means. Partly what I'm trying to do through my work is erase myself. I think as human beings, we've said too much. I say too much. We need to say less and let other life forms speak more and learn from what they say. There's a lot of different kinds of artists, just like there's a lot of different kinds of scientists or a lot of different kinds of doctors. I consider it an important profession in the sense that an artist is kind of like the safety valve or the id of a culture. And so their job is to draw attention to or get people to focus on things that are important and the underlying structure of our culture that people might not look at otherwise. The ones when I'm working with them that are old Canadian canoes are part of Canada's core mythology of traveling across the country in a vessel. They're this metaphor for connecting to wilderness and for couples. It's this romantic image. So there are spirits in old canoes and there are relationships in old canoes. But they're also, once again, they're like cocoons. Like you put a canoe on top of another canoe and you've got a cocoon. And then if you wrap something around it and put two people in there, you don't know how they're going to come out afterwards. And for some reason, yes, they seem like people that are talking to each other. There are things happening between the forms, but the backs of their heads are pointed away, which are their private thoughts. So there's this connection and disconnection. But they have to get along or the canoe won't move. It's a very pregnant metaphor for me. And it is very Canadian. And it's a series that could go on my whole life because every canoe ends up with a different canoe people image that comes out of it.